Ruston, Q line 255-7941. I am Rick Godley on a marvelous Monday, and you talk about a week of activities, festivities, funtivities, community-tivities, every other kind of tivity you could possibly imagine. And one of those tivities is the Ruston Community Theater. Ruston Community Theater going to be doing Anne of Green Gables. It'll be a four-performance run, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, with a Sunday matinee, a matinee, and it is Anne of Green Gables. And in the studios, Anna of Brown Gables. And has that ever been done before?
No.
No. And Victoria Axton. We'll get to you. She's in the background, right? Well, you're move a little bit behind it. So you're right. There you go. There's Victoria. One of the owners of Peach City Rolled Ice Cream. Is that right?
Yes.
Did you bring any samples for breakfast?
No.
Well, go across the
I
street
should.
and go get some.
I should.
And then, because we'll get to you in a little bit later. And Alex, we're going to look for him a little bit later. But Anna, good morning. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am well as well. I think you are ebullience personified. So do you have those ebullience pills with you?
Mm-mm.
All right. So you're no stranger to the theater. First of all, give us a little brief on who is Anna Brown.
I'm Anna Brown. I'm married to Josh, and I have 3 children.
Mm-hmm.
2 of my children have been heavily involved in the theater. Actually, the best Christmas pageant ever was their first show, long time ago. I've been here in Ruston for 12 years.
12
so,
years.
Yes.
When was your first time to walk on the stage and actually perform? Was it at RCT or did you do it beforehand?
I have done it, church shows and sung in lots of presentations and performances and things. So, at Ruston, I'm trying to think. When I joined RCT, my first show was It's a Wonderful Life. I was Violet Peterson, and you were in that one with me.
I want to stop right there. Because, I mean, this is what scared me. I happen to be Mr. Potter. And, he was voted the 6th most evil character. And so, if you choose to do an evil character, I will tell anybody, be careful.
Yes.
Because people say, boy, you did wonderful. And
it's like you become that person,
that's
right?
exactly right. And
You're too nice. Don't worry.
I hated myself.
You're too nice.
Anyway, so, yeah. Okay, so here we are, Anna Green Gables. Give us a little synopsis on it.
Okay, this is one of my favorite movies. So when I was young, I think we talked about it, was the popular showing of it was in 1985, I think.
Right.
And I have the DVDs and have watched it. I've shown it to my daughter. She's loved it. It's just a classic show. And so it's basically over a 4-year period of time in this particular play version. So the movie keeps going on until Anne gets married. But it's about an Anne who is an adopted girl, and she gets a chance to live with an elderly couple. And it was kind of by fluke. They were supposed to get a boy, and they got a girl, but they fell in love with her. And I have the privilege of also being kind of one of those characters you were talking about. I am going to be Rachel Lynn, the nosy, snoopy, gossiping neighbor. And it's a really fun character to play. And I also have the privilege of my daughter being in the show with me, and she was cast as Diana Barry. So she is the best friend of Anne.
Is this the first time you've ever performed with your children on stage?
Oh, no. They've been in tons of shows with me. Well, at least Audrey and Aiden, my older 2. I have a younger 9-year-old, so.
So Anne of Green Gables is going to open up on Thursday. It'll be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, a Sunday matinee at 2:30. And so how's it coming along?
It's great.
Is it?
It's a really funny show. It's I would say my character is the comical relief, which is so funny. I get to make you roll over in your seats laughing, hopefully. I think it's pretty funny. She has some good one-liners. So, but the whole story is great. It's serious, it's sad, it's comical, it's sweet. It's a whole story about Anne's life from being in an orphanage to being adopted and then to getting, falling in love. So it has the whole realm.
All right. So, you know what? One of the beautiful things about the Ruston Community Theater is, I was involved in it with Dee Alexander back in 1988, where we had more actors and actresses on the stage than were in the audience for a Sunday matinee.
Yeah.
And so it is robust now. And where I'm going with this is the children's theater and the inclusion of the children has really just been over the top.
It has.
So my question, though, Are you only going to do 4 performances? Because sometimes when you do the junior musicals, you do them for the schools. Is this going to happen or no?
Well, unfortunately, this landed at a different time,
right.
and this is fall break. So we hope that people will come out more because they have the opportunity to be rested and they're on vacation, and maybe this will pull in a whole new crowd of people.
Right.
We actually have pretty good seat sales right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
So
No,
for
it's vibrant.
Yes.
RCTRuston.org, RCTRuston.org. I highly recommend folks go there and reserve, get your tickets. Walk-ups are iffy. I mean, I'm telling you, it's very healthy, Ruston Community Theater. Now, you said rested. Did you say rested? I thought you said it will be rested. I don't know. I thought I heard
I don't know.
rested.
Did I say that?
You said that people will be rested because
People will be
See, I
rested
heard
because
that.
they're on vacation, right? So
That's right.
hopefully they can sleep late and stay up a little bit later. It is a good lengthy show, but you have
Boy,
you
you're
have an
setting-
intermission.
You're setting up Victoria on this one. Step up to
Come on, Victoria.
Victoria Axton. She raised the mic there, Vic.
Yeah, obviously.
If you don't mind. There you go.
6 foot
Step
tall.
up a little closer
I'm
there.
so
6 foot tall.
6 foot tall. Well, we'll tell here. This is a mama of who? And
Okay, so I am.
we want to help you here.
Okay. I am the wife of Justin.
Mm-hmm.
I've been with him since we were like 14. And we're from here, very local people. On the shop over there, Peach City Rolled Ice Cream here in Ruston. And also, I have 2 sons. I have an 8-year-old son named Lincoln, and I have an almost 1-year-old named Judah.
And Judah just chose last night to stay up
All night. He had bitten
Okay.
his tongue yesterday.
Ooh. So
And so he screamed.
so you're
all
not
night.
rested this morning.
Not
so
at all.
The show must go on.
It does. It's going to be fine. I've lived my life for a year not sleeping. It's just one of those days.
Oh, and being an entrepreneur, business owner of the, again, you didn't bring the samples of Peach City
I
rolled
know.
ice cream.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
All right, so you're going to play Miss Stacy.
Yes,
Tell
I'm a
me
teacher.
about Miss Stacy.
If anybody were typecasted, it was me.
Mm-hmm.
I've also a teacher. I've
Wait
taught.
a second. What? You're
I'm
a
a
business
teacher.
owner, a teacher, mother of 2, and not the lead. It's not the lead, right? But you're in a strong part. Here.
I am a strong part, yeah. Very much so in the second act. I'm one of the voices that influences Anne to pursue writing, which is the biggest issue.
Like a teacher would do.
I know. I'm very, very much so an encourager. I will say that she's a lot nicer than I am in person.
Who, your character?
Yes. I'm
That's
just
usually
kidding.
happens with Rick Godley. I get it.
No, that's one thing I love about teaching is encouragement. And that's what I do with Anne. And I'm also, as a person, I'm telling you, I was typecasted. As a teacher, as a friend, as a person at all, I'm a underdog person. I love to vote. I'd love to get the underdog to move forward. And so that's what I do with Anne. I feel like she's very, at the beginning, just kind of in the classroom, a little sad because she can't go to college and all these different things. And by the end, that's not even an I mean, she's
an achiever.
Achiever. She succeeds. And I would say that I was very much so typecasted for this role.
Cool. All right, so when did you get the bug? What was your first production?
Okay, so my English teacher, I went to Simsboro. So my English teacher at the time was very much so into theater, and I was in the choir.
Who was that?
Philip Cardwell.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Yeah. And so he's like one of my besties even now. I love him. But anyway, he was very much into theater. They put on shows. It was musicals, and I did that through high school. Usually was one of the leads there. And then at church, I actually wrote a play, and we performed it about 8 years ago. And so I'm heavily involved in that. I've always been interested in theater. But honestly, this is the first year I was like, I'm going to do this for me. That's what I'm going to do.
Has Mr. Axton ever performed on stage?
Oh, good Lord, no.
Okay.
He is extremely reserved and background. Now I will say, he really enjoys the comedic stuff. So
Right.
he and an old friend of ours would do little plays, or we would do little things for church, but they would do comedy. And they really were good. They fed off of each other, made skits. And so he is very good in small scale.
Good.
But oh Lord, to think of him being on stage, he would just almost die.
All right. All right, so Miss Stacy in the house, and we have Rachel Lind in the house. And Anna, if you would, who is playing Anne of Green Gables? Give some shout outs for her. What are you doing?
Hold on.
Where are you going?
Sorry.
Okay. Oh,
Hang on a second. Okay, so I had to get set up. Okay, so we have a full cast. I'm trying
not
to
all
think
of them. I want to know Anne.
Oh, okay. So Lena, well, it's Lena Parkman is Anne, and sorry, we're distracted over here.
Sure.
So Lena Parkman is a sweetheart. She's got red hair. She's vibrant. She's doing a great job. She's landing the role.
Is this her first role?
This is her. No, she's been in lots of
Okay,
shows. She's been in
okay.
musicals and things,
Right.
but probably I don't know. I might say it might be her first main lead role.
Mm-hmm.
So she's doing a great job, and she's going to nail it. And it's just bringing life to the whole show. She's a very important character.
Sure enough. Now, typically, you being a seasoned professional, things rock and roll along, and maybe a bump along the way. But typically, what happens is the week of, you have a crash. Has that happened?
Well, because it's
And
fall.
that's a good sign,
Yes.
in my opinion.
Yes, but it will tonight's
And
the
it doesn't have to happen, but
tonight we get into the lights and the first time you have microphones on, and so it just becomes real tonight.
That's right.
The life happens, the costumes happen, the set pieces. It's fabulous. I've been painting set pieces. I love to do art. I'm an art teacher at school as well, so I love
couple
to.
of teachers here.
Yes.
That's good.
So it is great. But I'm rested because it's fall break, so that's helping.
Where do you teach?
Darbone Woods Charter School.
Oh, really?
I
5
do.
and 0, huh?
I do.
I know
It's a
somebody,
great school.
I know, and yeah, you have a great. It's not a principal,
Yes.
a headmaster, or executive director.
Executive director.
Executive director. All right. Well, let me pop up here on the screen because this is Ruston Community Theater is a nonprofit, and yeah, plays cost money, rights cost money, and so they have to buy a lot of things. Ticket sales pays for some of it, but then they do this, which is the Haunted Car Wash. And we want to give thanks to
yes.
Don Robertson
Yes.
because the Haunted Car Wash is going to be October 20th and 21st. We got time to help you all out on this, 7 to 10 p.m. Have you ever participated in that?
I have actually. So
Do you
the
do
first
the zombie
year,
walk through it?
a lot of people. It raises great money for
does.
Ruston Community Theater. It's a great way to get support and recognition. It's really fun. The cars are miles long, it seems.
I know.
And they just come on through, and you go through the car wash. Some scary creatures will come out at you, and it's
All right, so
it's
that's,
really intense and exciting at some moments.
But the main thing is get your tickets for the
Yes.
forerun of Anne of Green Gables,
Yes.
Ruston Community Theater, rctruston.org. Anna Brown in the studio. Has that caused any kind of confusion?
From Anne to
from
Anna?
Anne to Anna, yeah, on stage direction.
I don't think so, because everybody, when you're on in a
Okay.
movie or in a show, they call you by your cast name or your character name. So I'm Rachel.
Right, okay. And then Miss Stacy, do we have any special season pumpkin rolled ice cream?
Yeah. Oh, all kinds.
Oh,
so
really?
yeah, we have.
Now she woke up.
Yeah. Oh well, this is my life. This
That's
is what
right.
I do. We actually have a pumpkin cheesecake rolled. We've got a snickerdoodle. We've got apple pie. That's a big hit. Apple pie is
I
crazy. Oh my gosh. But we also have boba tea. Boba Fresh is inside of our shop, and if you've never had a boba drink, you should come get one. She has apple pie boba. If you boba
Now,
is
is that boba? Because nobody told me about boba. I thought it was like oyster drinking.
no
Something that fell down my throat. I'm like, what was that?
No.
What am I
It's
thinking of?
like
You know,
it's okay. So the best. I'm really terrible at explaining this because it is kind of weird in
It's
my
my
brain.
daughter's favorite.
Really?
She comes there for the boba tea all the time.
Boba tea.
So boba tea, and so it is a tapioca pearl that is cooked in brown sugar. So it's very sweet and it's chewy, almost like a gummy bear. So it's not going to be like a weird slimy
Okay.
thing.
Good, good.
Yeah, it's not slimy. But the brown sugar milk tea is probably the best thing that we have. But she actually has created a creme brulee drink that is so good.
That just got Mrs. Godley's ears.
Yes,
And
so-
of course, Mr. Godley will get some as well.
Yes, but we have a ton of fall things. We're doing an after-school special this week where you'll get a % off between 3 and 5. Trying to get some kids in.
Sure.
And we always work with the kids at the schools and do like honor roll tickets and stuff like that.
Smart.
We do. I know. I don't know where all this entrepreneurial stuff came from because I am a teacher by heart, and all of a sudden it's like, okay, let me do this over here. So.
All right. Well, Victoria, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome in. Break a
Thanks.
leg. Anna, get back on and then
Yay.
say your salutations and goodbyes. And job well done, man.
Thank you. We are so excited about the show. Please come and support Ruston Community Theater. You won't be disappointed. It's a great show.
I guarantee, of course. I mean, it's a big cast, isn't it?
It is.
It's a yes. One more thing.
One more thing. Sorry, this is a big thing.
Go for it.
Okay, I apologize.
you're
Okay,
good.
so yeah. We have 2 different things for Anne of Green Gables. It's specials. So we have a raspberry cordial drink, and we have a cherry cordial rolled ice cream.
Well, let's take that even further.
That's funny.
RCT works the restaurants
Yes,
of
they
Ruston
do.
Inn. So is that going on this
Yes.
week as well?
There's
Okay.
lots of specials.
So
Yes.
what people
You'll see
need
those
to
on
do
Facebook.
is follow RCT Facebook page.
Right.
And so yeah, it's great to see community working together for the greater good of all. I mean,
Yes,
it's awesome.
and if they bring their ticket sales, like they just have to show that they bought tickets or view anything, like if the playbill, whatever, they get a % off from us.
Good.
So
Good.
we're like, I'm trying to work the community theater as
Sure.
well as help us.
I love that you've done the raspberry cordial. That's a really funny scene with Diana, Barry, and Anne. So
All
you'll
right.
enjoy that scene.
There you go, Ruston Community